Hello, YouTube. Oh, it's been a long time since I used that one. So without further ado, it is I, your Duke of Danger, your Deacon of Destruction. I'm talking about the bringer of doom, gloom, everything that goes boom in this goddamn world of ours. That's right, it's your shooter reviewer, Dynamite D, baby. And I'm about to go ahead and let you get a little knowledge. I'm about to drip a little sauce on you about how I felt about this week's NXT, and by extension, how I felt about this week's edition of the Wednesday Night Wars. Because it's kind of one-sided right now, especially from my opinion, but what the feel is from everybody in the wrestling community is when it comes out to this Wednesday Night War, AEW has basically gone 2 for 2. Are we going to get a three-peat in this one? I don't know. It's still early in the war. We haven't even broken the first month yet, but that does not change the fact that I have to do this thing proper, like, and with I'm no longer really going to be doing or planning to do reviews on Raw or SmackDown. I'll probably just end up doing rants about them like I've been doing, whatever, because that's basically all that it comes down to. Not even a fucking review at this point. And so I'm gonna let you know the reason why it's taking me a couple of days is because the ways in which I'm able to watch NXT, it's a modified version. So it takes me a little bit more time before I can get the completed viewing of it. By legal means, because, you know, I want to try and support some kind of way. So, forgive me for not having my orders right, but let's go ahead and get this thing started, because we get the opener where it's going to be Tommaso Ciampa versus Angel Garza. Now, Angel Garza is somebody I don't know of. I'm not sure what his role has been with the WWE. I'm not familiar with him. If he is somebody on the indie scene, I'm sorry for any of his fans, but it's just what it is. But in the previous week, he went down to the face of Tommaso Ciampa. Oh my God, notifications. Oh, I need to deal with that. Got into the face of Tommaso Ciampa as he is on his comeback to get gold back in his arms. The match is okay. We get to see a little bit of offense from Garza, showing that he's not a full bitch, but at the same time, this is going against Tommaso Ciampa, and this is the comeback. Fuck no, kid. You got to shine on somebody else, because he gives that ass with him. It's pretty quick. It's to the point. Comparatively for you know, openers, this compared to what I got with AEW Dynamite, with the fact that there was actually a story and a narrative being built behind it, it's just, you know, not a comparison. But this was still okay. As I feel with squashes that do their jobs and do it well, I'm going to give this one a solid B. Solid B, no plus, it's just a B. And it's cool because I want to say the next match we're going to go into is going to be Danny Burch and Oda Lorcan versus Imperium. I don't remember the two particular members. I'm still having to play catch up with finding out what's going on with NXT as a whole. But this is basically, you know, a clear and concise win for Imperium. The match is okay, which makes it more interesting because they want to squash out the bullshittery and the gimmickness that has plagued the wrestling culture of today, and going against guys like Danny Burch and Oda Lorcan. I feel like they would have been better off if they would actually been focused on guys like Breezango at the moment. They actually would fit the narrative of, you know, what they want to try and stomp out, because NXT doesn't really have too many gimmicky individuals or teams at that. You know, and also because I think that they've come back recently. They're strippers. I've been saying for years that the Fashion Police were nothing more than strippers. They're fucking strippers. Just put it out there. So when that happens, you know, I believe that afterwards, oh my God, I'm forgetting, after Ciampa's match, Undisputed Era came out, and they, you know, gave a bit of a flash drive. This is their own little post-match bit, which on the flash drive we find out that it's a video of them with a beaten and battered Velveteen Dream. This hurts me deeply because Velveteen was supposed to be the one to challenge Roderick Strong next week for the United States Championship. Now, I feel like this is good. Push that further on, build it more, so we can get that payoff. But you know, now it's going to be up in the air. Who is going to be challenging for the NXT North American Championship? Well, we'll have to find out in a little bit, because I want to say next we had a women's match. We had Io Shirai versus Kenya Carter or something like that. I haven't learned her, although I've seen her before. I do like her. She's adorable. She has a nice look, and she's solid in the ring. And honestly, this is obviously going to be a match to really push more for Io, because right now, out of AEW and NXT, I'm going to give NXT this. The injury that I'm having in their women's division is really building and mounting with what they have. because Io is basically more favored in this match. She is, you know, if not in control, taking control. You know, now make sure I'm up and quickly, you know, dispatches Kenya, which she also had a pretty nice showing. I want to see more of her. I would love to see where she can go and be built. I want to see how far she can move up in the rankings for, you know, the NXT Women's Division. But for right now, she's got to, I guess, pay her dues or however it works. So after the match, she starts to cut a promo now. Io Shirai is Japanese. And she doesn't have, I guess she's still learning, you know, English more and more. So she basically, in her promo, said 3 names and then, you know, was about going to the part. The crowd was kind of rude with the what chance. I mean, yeah, we all know that that's like a staple in the WWE, but maybe not with somebody who doesn't really speak English. So kind of a dicky move, but it is Florida. Let's see, because following her name being said, Rhea Ripley comes out. She comes out to let the EO know, look, next week I gotta put Bianca Belair in her place. Say my name again, and I'm gonna put yours in your place too. That's it. That's the point. And I do love Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is probably is like my favorite woman right now in all of the WWE and in professional wrestling, because the counterpart that I have to her as far as AEW goes would be Bea Priestley, because I like her look, I like her feel. I'll actually like to see these two in a match. I think they might have gone at it in the Indies. I might have to check that out. But point being is that, you know, I get the same feeling from Rhea that I got from Pete Dunne when he was being a fucking monster of a champion with the UK title. Good shit. But, you know, afterwards, we get a follow-up match. I want to say that's when we go into the big match of the night, which earlier, I want to say, William Regal comes out and he makes an announcement that the winner of Dominic Dijakovic and Keith Lee will be the ones to challenge one Roderick Strong for his North American Championship, which is fine because honestly these two have been holding a very steady place. This feud has been nice in NXT from what I've been hearing for the most part. I'm coming into this thing late, but from what I've seen, these two can go at it as only giants can. Great. So now the question is going to come down to, because apparently it's 1-1-1, and who is going to be the one to take the series and the championship opportunity? And we go into this match, and it is freaking amazing. Dijakovic, he has an arm injury, and even with that injury, he's still more than capable to give Keith Lee a fucking match. I mean, these dudes for being as big as they are, especially Keith Lee. I've always loved Keith Lee since I found out about him. He is honestly, he is inspirational to me, which will come down sometime later on in the future. But he is like, you know, showing that, you know, you don't have to be this, that you can be, you know, of a stockier weight set and still, you know, go at it in the ring to perform. And honestly, I feel like he should be hitting main event level. I mean, he has a look, he has a shtick that comes off well. Personal bias, he's from Texas, and he's a nerd. Otaku, that's right. I said it. I appreciate you, Keith. And honestly, like I said, he can go in the ring. He can get it with the best of them. You want flying? He can fly, but you want power matches? He fucking has the power. He is a striker, hitter, and a good grappler. Goddamn. What more do you need? And then you get that man clean cut. He has a baby face while still, you know, looking like a grown-ass man ready to fuck you up. Dijakovic, he is a fucking terrifying striker. Also pretty agile and nimble. I freaking love him. He comes off as a combat sports guy, so these two titans of the ring, when they go at it, it is actual fucking magic. And honestly, I love this match. I really did. The only thing I hate is the finish, because this could have gone to an additional draw. I'm fine. We could have had the record 1-1-2. But instead what they did, they had Roderick Strong interfere with the match, leading to, you know, the disqualification. Also, keep in mind, short thing, Keith Lee still does a spear bomb, and it's called a spear bomb, not just a sit-down power bomb. Thank you. Thank you. But, give him back. Yeah, Roderick Strong interferes in the fucking match, you know, beats him, gets some, you know, DQ finish, throws it out. And what else do you do when you have a scenario like this? Next week, we're going to get a triple threat for the North American Championship. Roger, what the fuck did you think was going to happen? You thought that you could just come in here and beat somebody up? First of all, you have to go through the whole roster, stop this whole thing, and you ain't about to beat up everybody on this roster. And then, like I said, here's my thing. I like Roger Strong. Roger Strong is cool. He's not cool enough to be a heel. Roderick Strong is not cool enough to be a heel. With the Undisputed Era, he's masked. He's covered up. But between Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole, that covers up for his lack of intrigue. Fish, you know, he's like my least interesting member of the Undisputed Era. I gotta be honest. You know, granted, in-ring talent is fucking sublime. I haven't really felt anything from him on the mic. He doesn't have that same type of cool that Kyle O'Reilly has. Especially, come on, Kyle O'Reilly comes down, hits the flavor when he pulls out, when he hits out the belt guitar. He's just, he fucking wrecks it. Like, Kyle O'Reilly is actually cool. But Roderick, you don't do it for me, baby. I mean, in a clash of personality, whoo, shit. Keith Lee has you. As far as intimidation goes, Dijakovic has you. You know, in ring, you are great technically, but I feel like those two are more hybrided than you are. And against somebody maybe, I would call you a light heavyweight. So against a light heavyweight, you're fine. But against a heavyweight, these heavyweights, you probably could have a chance with Dijakovic, especially with him being hurt. But against Keith Lee in the mix, Keith Lee is a fucking animal. But that's me trying to undersell him because Roderick Strong, again, is very good in the ring. And he is very much deserving of that belt. But I'm not sure that I feel that he deserves the possibility of beating both Keith Lee and Dijakovic if it's not under some sneaky ass means. I'm sorry, I'm saying it. You also don't pull me as a champion because if I had to choose between you and Velveteen Dream, it's gonna be Dream all day. Come on, babies. Come on, babies. Some of y'all might be mad. You know, y'all love the Undisputed Era. You want the prophecy to be fulfilled. Well, guess what? The point of the prophecy has been fulfilled. There is no constant fulfilling of said prophecy. It wasn't that they were gonna get the gold to hold on to it forever. They all got the gold, so now we need to go ahead and move forward. That's why it's literally going to be Undisputed versus NXT. And guess what? Your prophecy ain't even fulfilled because, honestly, Undisputed Era does not have any claim or ownership of the NXT Women's Championship. That's something that keeps forgotten about that I don't think that y'all think about with this prophecy. You hear me? You hear me? So the prophecy is not fulfilled. Y'all do not run NXT. Y'all just run majority of NXT. Cool. I believe the next match we have is between Tegan Knox or something like that. Wrestler who was out on injury, comes back. She came back. She got like a bit of a squash match, you know, and whatnot. It was cool, fine, did what it did. I don't know her, and it wasn't something that I felt was gonna be. I did not really feel it. I just did it. I'm sorry. You know, it was all right. Like I'm not gonna knock it. I'm not gonna say anything down. Job was done, so it's adequate. So I give it an average, although probably yeah, I'll leave it average just because of how everything happened. Because I do give bonus points for stock building for the performers and for stories being pushed. Story was definitely pushed with one, as we got Shayna Baszler coming out. Post-match, basically saying, you know, neither you nor Dakota Kai will have what it takes to come after me. But this is basically just starting a pride now in the same women's division I was talking about earlier. Because now it seems like there's a large number of women in the NXT women's division that are getting hungry for this belt. Like, it's an actual hunt. There's no more separate feuds or anything else going on. It's everybody trying to be who's going to be the one to take down Shayna Baszler. And when I was still watching NXT, I still said Shayna Baszler was the best thing to come into the happen to NXT post Asuka. And granted, I loved Ember Moon. I really did. Although I felt like she should have ended Asuka's streak. My opinion, the best thing would have been for her to drop that thing before going on to the main roster, so I wouldn't have had to deal with that heartbreak of her losing to Charlotte Flair at fucking WrestleMania. Never forget how WWE fucks up the people that we love. You know, but at the same time, Shayna is still doing her thing. I feel like her and her stablemates need to just kind of move up. But I need her stablemates to kind of get their stock up too. You know, I can definitely see this. I definitely want them all to hit levels that I know they should be able to hit. So that way we can have that MMA horsewomen versus WWE horsewomen. That will be awesome when we get to it. I hope that there's somebody thinking about this in Triple H's ranks about getting this going, because granted, NXT is its own thing, which means that we can have these women being built here, but I still want that pushed. And then 2020 is coming up, so we got the XFL coming up also. There's a XFL team in Houston. Shout outs to the H-Town Rough Riders. Let's go. Shameless plug for them. Don't reason I'm not sponsored, I just want to say it. But you know. But then we got to get into the match, to the main event match, which I want to say should be my match of the night. But because I feel more for the history with Keith Lee and Dijakovic, that's why that's my match of the night more so than this one. Granted, this one's good, but I do have issues with it. I'll get to it because we had Pete Dunne going up against Damian Priest. I know who the fuck Damian Priest is outside of fucking the WWE bubble. That's fucking Punishment Martinez. I love Punishment Martinez. I was excited when I actually saw Punishment Martinez at NXT. But what the fuck did they do? They did what they do special. They, you know, they had him lose, I believe, a match or two early on when he came through. He went away for a long fucking time. I guess they rebranded him Damian Priest, the Archer of Infamy, which eventually is gonna be his thing. It's gonna stick. People are gonna love it. I don't like it because Punishment Martinez, to me, is just a fucking badass. And honestly gives you that dark, edgy feel. Damian Priest? I'm sorry, but listening to him, looking at him, all I for some reason imagine is Chris Angel. And not Chris Angel in the magic, but I mean Chris Angel in that, I don't know, fucking mid-2000s-ish rocker look. You know, that's kind of, you know, like 2000s rock star. That's what it is. That's what I get from him, and I don't vibe with it. I don't deal with it. Granted, he's still solid and amazing in the ring, but I'm not feeling it. The match, though, is fucking phenomenal. They're going at it. The premise being that Priest just wants to make a name off of somebody. It's going to be off of Pete Dunne now, which this is his thing. I knew that Priest was going to win this. How did I know he was going to win it? Because Pete Dunne has to basically get guys over after having the amazing... Pete Dunne's stock is fucking phenomenal. Basically, he needs to take some L's, not to drop the stock. But it's like a soft reset with him. I feel for him coming to NXT. So now they gotta reset him and build him back up because he's gonna be NXT champion. If not, moving on to Raw or SmackDown eventually, probably next year whenever, you know, NXT is mobile in much bigger arenas, and then also, you know, looked at as a equal third brand. Although separate from the WWE bubble, but we'll definitely have roles going in with when it comes down to next year's draft. So with that being said, you know, the match, phenomenal. Pete Dunne still looks as amazing as ever. Damian Priest proving that he can go in the ring with him. I don't like this finish. This finish hurts it, in my opinion. And there are times where it can work, and there are times where it can't work. I know that Damian Priest is meant to be the heel, but the question is, how much am I supposed to not like him, and how much am I supposed to believe in him and his abilities to actually close a match? Because he ended up having a low blow Pete to get this win. I felt he should have got a clean win. It would not have hurt Pete at all. But he took a low blow. He took a low blow win. It hit the 1, 2, 3. And then at the end of the day, I'm just like, this should not be a feud where we're focused on that again for the next couple weeks. Priest did it. He beat Dunne. He needs to move on. Dunne can go and do whatever the fuck they want him to do now. But keep him away from Priest until... Give a reason for Pete to come back and get his receipt on this L, which I know he will get eventually, but just not now. And I did not grade all of these matches and everything, and it's sad to say, so I'm gonna go ahead and have to do what I have to count be as fair. Let's see. I want to say I gave a B to the opening match, a B to the secondary match. The third match I also gave a B. It's coming off average, but you got to keep in mind, the matches, while plentiful, were kind of short. And only a couple of them pushed to where something mattered. That's why I'm saying, you know what, I take that back. The first women's match with Io Shirai was actually a B+. B+. Was actually a B+. And then, let me see, we had Keith Lee and Dijakovic. That one was an A-. The following women's match is a B-. And then with this final one, it's an A-. The match was good. It had me pulled in. The crowd was fully behind it, but it's just these ends that hurt it so much from just being a unquestionable A. Solid. And so, you know, it didn't hurt. It wasn't a bad show by all means. The show was good in my opinion, but it just didn't hit where I needed to hit for me to put it as saying that it was, you know, a good ass show. It was just solid. If I'm gonna give this one a final grade, I'm gonna go ahead and give it as a B+. This was a B+ show. It was above average, but it just didn't give me enough. I wasn't enthralled enough, and I know we can't expect it all the time, but I felt like NXT blew their load a little too early with the first, with the week of AEW's debut. They blew their wad on that one, and they're just not doing enough to keep it going. I mean, shit. Commentary comparatively, you just can't compare. Like, granted, Mauro Ranallo is nice, but even he can be a bit much. I fucked with a lot of his references when he speaks, but it didn't always hit with me. I didn't always like it. It kind of cringed a little bit, and you know, I can't remember the English book. I should know him, but I just can't remember his name. I'm sorry. My apologies. That's bad on me. Nigel McGuinness, okay. Nigel McGuinness, he was okay. He did his job adequately like he always does. Beth Phoenix, though, I'm sorry. I don't know what's up with, you know, I guess they want to have a gender balance or, you know, have a woman's representation on commentary, but Beth Phoenix does not do it for me. There are like sometimes where she's nice, but I just don't feel it in her voice. The same way that, the first guy that they had doing commentary for AEW, the sports writer. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name either. It's just been a while since he's come up. You know, people gave him flack because they didn't. He was stumbling, having to come up on his wrestling knowledge as soon as possible. They didn't feel he had the tones that carried the same level of enthusiasm that should happen with a professional wrestling show. And you know, I was optimistic at first. He got a little bit better by his next pay-per-view go, but he just is not as great as what AEW has now. And I feel like NXT's commentary team needs to find somebody else that can give them that energy. The previous guy, the black dude, he was great. I fucked with him. I don't know why he left, but he is gone. And so now, I just don't know. Maybe give Nikki James a try. I heard that she's starting to get out of the ring. I feel like she should join her husband in the NWA, but that's a whole nother story for another video. But like I said, my final grade for tonight's show, all in all, story building, match quality, which again was good. There were some great ones, but just hurt by sloppy endings. And you know, the commentary, this was just a B show. But you know, it's still early on. They can definitely do better and build better. And once they start getting time for the next takeover, stories going to start coming together. We're going to get a clear lineup of what everything's going to look like. That's going to be fine with me. Now then, how does it compare to AEW? I believe I gave AEW a, if not A+, for this week's episode. It was without a question. AEW had the better product and show this week. The matches were good. The storytelling was fucking great with everything. The only negative I had for them was basically the fact that we probably have an idea of where the tag team tournament is going to go for the finale, which I don't like that. I like nuance, and I like nuance in my wrestling. I don't want to have a possible clear path open up to me. Now, if it happens, I'm not going to be mad about it. It's logical, it makes sense. But that's a problem. I felt way more excited about seeing Omega and Paige in a match against Moxley and Pac as opposed to I did with Dijakovic and Keith Lee. And I fucking love Keith Lee. And again, that match was solid, but you got to keep in mind that and that's the semi-main event in my opinion. As I look at the Dijakovic and Keith Lee matches being the semi-main for NXT, even though it wasn't in that position, still good, still better, still more interesting. In the main events themselves, I get satisfying endings. That's the thing. The way I ended with satisfaction with AEW, I didn't get that with NXT completely. So that's definitely what put this one in the hands of AEW this week. So that gives 3 weeks that AEW, in my opinion, has been the better show on weekly. And viewership definitely shows. NXT is suffering right now. There's a question of how can we get it up, how can we build it. I definitely feel that the approach that was taken was not good enough, considering the fact that Raw can still pull 2 million. SmackDown is going to pull its 2 million, maybe more. I haven't kept up the numbers on SmackDown. NXT not breaking 1 million is a problem for a better product, and I feel that that's more in line with what WWE has built as, you know, its particular style. People watch WWE because it's WWE and it has goofy shit. Now, when you hear NXT, you don't immediately think WWE. And when you get matches of a greater quality, you would think that's going to make people want to watch it, but it's just not enough. You put Finn Balor there, and that's fine, but we don't have Finn Balor in ring. Finn Balor is going to be a moneymaker, and NXT needs a bit more star power. I feel like you bring guys like a Joe when his arm is healed up back. Maybe bring Sanity back. It can work, but right now they just don't have it because a lot of these people just don't know, are not familiar enough with this crop of talent. And while the takeover shows are fucking amazing, you still gotta give it out to the major wrestling artists. Because honestly, these are wrestling purists that are watching NXT. Not true purists, but wrestling purists. I'm not a true purist. I'll explain later because I'm taking up a lot of time. But look, the point is the fact that this week's episode was good, just not better than AEW's. Look, I'm out here. It's the weekend. I got to celebrate. I'm already doing this video late. So y'all just go ahead and have a great weekend. Find some great wrestling to get into. I'm probably going to be trying to drop me some shit and make some changes like I've been saying. Bear with me, please. Yo, like, share, subscribe. Tell your people about the channel. Let me get some views up in this bitch. I'm trying to celebrate something. On my Twitter, I got like, what, 17 followers. The moment I hit 20, I got to do something special. So, you know, same thing when I get my subscriptions. I have 17 subscribers on this channel. So once I get to 13, I want to do a special video. Maybe a large scale breakdown. Maybe I'll do a pseudo podcast, which is also possibly in the works, depending on how a partnership works out with. Fact is, everybody, this has been wrestling. We're going to be doing some gaming soon. This is officially Wrestling X Gaming. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment so I know to do better. Now, don't be a dumbass like I used to tell y'all to do. Come back at your boy. Peace.